My name is Mark Boyer, and this is a short video on a topic called faith. Okay? Now, the reality is the vast majority of people out there believe that God is this image of a human being with gray hair and a beard who has emotions and feelings and all of these things because man is created in our own image and we've been given, and everybody holds as true, that God is in our own image, which is true. Okay? Now, the reality is I accept that God, our soul, is in the image of God, not our physical thing, not our physical being, and that is the lamp of the body in us, which is a Luke 11 thing, okay, which is what the churches and the law are rejecting right now, okay. In order to try to get this is a deep topic, okay. Now, in order to try to get across this, I'll use a John 8 discussion that Jesus Christ had with people, with Pharisees and learneds of the law who wanted to kill him, okay. And he keeps repeating, you want to kill me, I'll answer your questions, okay, but I know you want to kill me. And most bibliographers accept that this one here is probably what did cause him to die, get killed, okay? And it starts in before that, but 844. You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native tongue, for he is a liar and the father of lies. Yet, because I tell the truth, you do not believe in me. Okay? The reason you do not hear is that you do not belong to God. Now, that's a real big insult. Okay? It really is. Okay? When he's telling all these Pharisees and religious people that they don't belong to God, now basically, let's look at that, okay? The reality is at the same time Abraham, before this they're talking that they're Abraham's children, okay? Now, or Abraham's, the descendants of Abraham. And the reality, at the same time Abraham existed, his first cousin was a guy called Nimrod, okay? Nimrod was biblically and historically and to this day is the reincarnation of Cain. And the last line of the story of when Cain killed Abel, it says there that at this time people started swearing to or declaring to their God. Now, that statement and John 8:44 are connected. Okay? The reality is at the time of Abraham, there was a guy called Nimrod who was the leader of everywhere. And that was Noah's great-grandson. But so was Abraham, Noah's great-grandson. They were first cousins. Now, Nimrod is the one who introduced the sport of hunting. It was unknown for anyone to hunt for the pleasure of killing the animal. And he introduced that concept, that mindset to the world. Nimrod is also the one who had lawyers. And all lawyers since Nimrod, well actually since Cain, swear to God. Okay? And they swear to this image of a man who is God, okay? Because God is in our image, and it's well entrenched in everyone's mind that we are to look at God as a human being, and the reality is Abraham upheld God, okay? Nimrod swore to God, And they're the complete opposite, okay? In a mindset of thinking that a human being, that God is a human being, as Abraham's trust was, by upholding this image of God, he was righteous. And that's true, okay? The man was righteous. He had a brutal side to him, but he was righteous, okay? He did things for righteous reasons. Now, the opposite of that is swearing to this great guy that you have to defend. And the reality is history will prove by swearing to this image of God as a human being, man has performed the most outrageous atrocities the world has ever done in the name of God by declaring and swearing to God. It's the foundation of it, my God makes me better than you. Okay? He looks like me. So, he's from my family. We're blessed. We cannot do wrong. We uphold our God as supreme, and technically that makes everybody inferior. Okay? And it's wrong. And it's the foundation of Romans 6, where it says there that the old covenant made us a slave to sin, and the new covenant will make us a slave to righteousness. Okay? Righteousness. The message of righteousness has been delivered to Jacob. And the message is basically the change of everything. God is everything spiritual, and he created the creation, which is everything of substance, everything real, everything that, the table around us, everything around us is everything of substance. God created that. Okay? Now, if we go from swearing to God to swearing to uphold the creation, we are going from one everything to the other everything, and everything changes. That's the basic message that the advocate is to deliver. The change of everything. The message that changes everything. And all prophecies were referred to me as the one, the voice, the message. My time is limited here. As soon as I'm exposed, I won't be here much longer. Okay, that's all there is to it. We have to start upholding God's creation, or we will destroy it. Okay, the curse in Genesis 2 is that's what we'll do. We'll come very close to destroying it. And someone will come and liberate us with a change of message that returns us back to where we've been. Okay? And that is in paradise on earth, okay? In the Garden of Eden, we were caretakers of the garden. In other words, we were upholding God's creation. Or, as to Abraham's trust, they were upholding God. They were behaving as if they were the caretakers of the universe, okay? Which is what our destiny is. And by upholding God's creation, that's exactly where we return. Now, it's the message the new covenant will deliver, will show the truth that is buried in people's hearts. Okay? Everyone who's ever done good in his life was upholding God's creation and didn't know it. The foundation of all good is to uphold God's creation, and it's not a common thought. In fact, I seem to be one of the few people in the world with the message of upholding God's creation, and that's another major clue that it's the message. Okay? It's if we go from upholding God's creation, which is the underlying goodness of all, and we take it as a subconscious thought and bring it to the face, we will know true godliness.